The care of the earth is our most ancient and most worthy, and after all, our most pleasing responsibility. To cherish what remains of it and to foster its renewal is our only hope. On these lines, Little Flower School celebrated World Environment Day 2022. In keeping with this year's theme, Only One Earth, the Environmental Club of our school planned a series of fun filled activities for students from grades 3 to 10. The students of classes 3 and 4 were required to make a mask depicting any one element of the earth, wear the mask, and record a video of one sustainable change they would bring about in their house. After all, what is a superhero without a mask?
Hello all, I am Supergirl Shravya and this is my super mask. Today I am representing the element earth and that's why my mask is made up of a cardboard carton, a layer of sand and different types of grass. The earth is dying because of pollution. So on this Earth Day I will bring a sustainable change by recycling. For example, take my mask. It is made out of a recycled cardboard carton. I will also encourage my family to recycle. Things that can be recycled at home are paper bags, paper bottles, plastic bottles, and old clothing.
Good morning everyone. My name is Rishita Pandey from class 3C. What are lungs to human body, trees or to the earth? Save trees because they provide oxygen which is essential for our survival. Trees play a significant role in keeping the earth's temperature moderate and livable. Always buy recycled products to save trees. Minimize the use of paper or recycle it. Save a tree. It doesn't charge a fee. Thank you.
My name is Vaishnavi Kumari and I study in Little Flower School class 4C. Today I have made this mask on theme Elements of Earth. I am water and I am the reason for the existence of living beings on earth. 70% of earth is made up of water, but it is unfortunate that only 3% of water on earth is fresh water, which is potable and safe to consume. Water supports all forms of life on earth. The human beings need to learn to use water responsibly since it is non-renewable resource. To save water, we can bring some changes in our daily life. Just like instead of washing our fruits and vegetables in running water, we can rinse them in a bowl of water. This water is not idle for drinking or personal use, but we can use it to water our plants. This type of change I want to bring in my home. With small steps, we can make a big difference to ensure our planet Earth stays healthy and habitable. Thank you.
The students of class 5 were asked to use calligraphy to write a quote on the theme Living Sustainably in Harmony with Nature. The students of class 6 were needed to paint a fiber plate depicting any creative ideas that would inspire us to save the earth. The 8th graders were required to make a hand painting portraying any one endangered animal.
India is a fairly large country. The vast north-south extent results in sharp climatic contrasts with respect to its temperature, rainfall, atmospheric pressure, and winds. Thus, there are great variations in the climate of India. In this documentary, we are going to talk about the climatic changes that has occurred within these 5 years and are still taking place. Changing rainfall patterns. The Ministry of Earth Sciences' first ever climate change assessment for the Indian region, released in 2020, said that monsoon rainfall had declined by around 6%, with notable decreases over the Indo-Gangetic Plain and the Western Ghats. A decline in monsoon rainfall since the 1950s has already been observed. The frequency of heavy rainfall events has also increased. Energy security. Climate-related impacts on water resources can undermine the two dominant forms of power generation in India, hydropower and thermal power generation, both of which depend on adequate water supplies to function effectively. To function at full efficiency, thermal power plants need a constant supply of fresh cool water to maintain their cooling systems.
Glacier melt. Glaciers in the northwestern Himalayas and in the Karakoram range, where westerly winter winds are the major source of moisture, have remained stable or even advanced. On the other hand, most Himalaya glaciers, where a substantial part of the moisture is supplied, be the summer monsoon, have been retreating over the past century.
Nevertheless, the conclusion is that natural systems around the world are being affected by regional climate changes, particularly temperature increases, and that these temperature increases are very likely to be the result of anthropogenic emissions of greenhouse gases.
A reduction in the use of non-renewable sources of energy such as fossil fuels, increased use of renewable sources like solar, wind energy, etc., save trees and grow more trees, avoid indiscriminate use of degradable materials like plastic.
There are a number of natural factors responsible for climate change. Some of the important factors are continental drift, volcanoes, ocean currents, and the Earth's tilt. Human causes include greenhouse effect and greenhouse gases. Weather. A warmer climate will change rainfall patterns, lead to increased droughts and floods, cause melting of glaciers and polar ice shields, and result in increased sea level rise. An increase in the number of cyclones and hurricanes over the last few years have been attributed to changes in the temperature. Health. Global warming will directly affect human health by increasing cases of heat-related mortality, dehydration, spread of infectious diseases, malnutrition, and damage to public health infrastructure. Forests and wildlife. Plants and animals in the natural environment are very sensitive to climate changes. If the rate of climate change continues to increase, extinction of various species of plants and animals could happen. Sea level rise. One of the outcomes of climate change is the rising sea level. The heating of oceans and melting of glaciers and polar ice sheets is predicted to raise the average sea level by about half a meter over the next century. Sea level rise could have a number of physical impacts on the coastal areas, including loss of land due to indentation and erosion, increased flooding, and saltwater intrusion. These could adversely affect coastal agriculture, drinking water resources, fisheries, human settlements, and health. Climate is the general weather conditions of a place over a long period of time. India, being a subtropical land, has forest-free days all year round. Due to this, it enjoys the growing season throughout the year.